Blessed Beltane to all. Today is the second most important Sabbath of the Wheel of the Year, opposite of Samhain, which is basically the Witch's New Year. Today is celebration of life, fertility, protection, marriage and union of goddess and god. The earth is plentiful and flourishing. The sun is at its peak of power, and the days are continuing to become longer. So, what I have here is the altar that I made up last night. Basically, I just went on intuition. A lot of my supplies and tools have been placed into storage as I am now living back home with my parents. So I had very little in order to work with, but thankfully the good thing about spirituality, especially this one, is that you can work with as little as you have. If you don't have anything, you still have yourself as a tool. Your body is the most important tool that you will ever have. Yes, it is nice in order to have tools, so then you can kind of get into the mood, and it's just easier in order to kind of bring your mind to one stage to another when you have something physical in your hands to hold. So this is what I have, and I will give a short explanation as to basically what it is and why it's this way. So here we go. Very, very simple. Now here I have, basically it's my personal candle, but the coloring of it was pretty much perfect for Beltane. I have my illuminator candles with a puff light sitting in front of them, basically in order to draw in the energy and kind of like disperse it. And I have moonstone for goddess, citrine for god, just the coloring of it reminds me of the sun. Surrounding the base of the candle is clear quartz and rose quartz that goes all the way around the base of the candle. And I have 7 quartz points in order to basically draw in the energy that I built into the stones, into the candle, and kind of up and out. It's kind of like a center point. And then over here I have my athame, and of course my cauldron in which I burned incense. So that's basically it for my little Beltane altar. Now, as for my ritual, in order to begin, I started with my protection incense that I had made sometime last year. It has rose petals, dragon's blood, sandalwood, all happy fun stuff. I'll post it down in the description because I don't remember everything that I put in here. And then I have my Book of Shadows, in which I did bless last night with my access to personal power that I had built up. And what I have here is basically, I was kind of looking quickly for a simple Beltane ritual in which I used it basically for inspiration of writing my own incantation, for my ritual. And the one that I used is from coppermoon.com, and the incantation that they had was Lady of Flowers and Lord of Greenwood. I honor you tonight on this May Eve. May your marriage and mating bring forth a good into the world. Bestow us with your peace and blessings. I celebrate your divine union with love in my heart. Blessed be. Sorry, I stumbled upon my words. And so I kind of used that as inspiration. I went with the flow. I went with what felt right to me, going on intuition. And as using that, I kind of used it from inspiration in order to write my own, which is, Goddess of the Earth, God of the Sun, tonight I celebrate your marriage and union beneath the star-scattered sky. May joy and beauty bloom among the fertile fields. May your passion ignite dormant flames, meaning within souls. May your love touch and open the hearts of all, myself and all those around me. Blessed be. So basically it was very, very simple. What I had done was before, I don't want to accidentally fold it. What I had done was before saying the incantation, because yes, I have the athame, but I don't have my chalice because that is wrapped up very, very neatly inside storage. What I had done was taken my hands into like a cup, imagining goddess energy flowing through it, kind of like water or whatever you wish, and then inside my head I visualized an athame instead of using my personal one, because in order to do that I would have had to kind of go like this and then hold it, but I kind of wanted the cup symbolized within my hands. And then I kind of, after the incantation, I visualized the energy overflowing, and then I slowly open up my hands and kind of like pour it out. So that was pretty much mine. I was going to burn the parchment that I had written my incantation on, but something had told me in order to keep it instead. So I did. And with the excess energy that I had built up, I pretty much just sent blessings out. And then with my, as I said, with my own excess personal energy, I had blessed my book Shadows, as I had planned on blessing it last night anyway. But something told me in order to do it differently, so therefore I did. I have gotten into a habit of whenever I feel something, I follow it. Most of the time it's correct. Sometimes I mess up. Kind of like a few years ago for Beltane, I took my cauldron without, using precautions in order to keep it from rusting. I took a clear tea light holder, put it inside the cauldron with a tea light inside of it, and I lit the tea light and I poured in water between the candle holder and the cauldron. Now, symbolic of the fact of the goddess becoming pregnant with the god, that was all fine and dandy and yay, but I rusted out my cauldron. So yay, fun times. So now I don't do that anymore, and I just primarily use it for incense or burning things. But yeah, and sometimes, I mess up, but you learn from your mistakes. You basically learn the lessons that you need to learn. You take that into consideration for the next time, and you move on. So that's pretty much it. So, goddess bless, and blessed Beltane.